I can't wait. It's like I'm a little boy again. On Christmas Eve.
Anticipations yield divine sweetness on the branch, but expectations can sour the fruit.
Best laid plans? Hardly. We don't belong to mice or men.
Have we come so far?
Farther. Lear Spec Silo, Alpha 1221. In less than 48 hours, the social and economic infrastructures of the Middle East will become a footnote. Within a month, the Southern Hemisphere will fall. And they will thank us. Your lingering technical concern was the sustained amplification of the signal. This is no longer an issue. We now have DOE access to the national power grid. As per your proposal, once the broadcast begins here, a 180-second grid reset will occur. In that window, we will commandeer the network and boost the signal. We will then beam to satellite from here. And bounce down to our European headquarters. There, our corporate electricity partners will energize their grids. And repeat the process to our Asian office. The Tokyo grid is the last node of ground satellite amplification before the event. Allied forces are ready in Turkey, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Uzbekistan. The Arab world is gearing for a surprise attack on Iraq, Iran, or Syria in the name of anti-terrorism. They couldn't be more wrong, could they? Imagine the panic when they see it, when it's inside their heads. Their kneeling leaders, their cowering soldiers, their prophets of doom. And NATO troops rolling over the dunes to vanquish the foe in the sky, soothing desperate souls with their Stratocasted fireworks and ELF signal disruptors. They'll beg us to stay, they'll beg us to rule, and they'll beg us for the peace of mind our chip provides. After repeat performances over South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia, the third world goes on the table. Oil and gas, gold and platinum, wood and water, pharmaceuticals and narcotics, military operation, multinational privatization, and biocom facilitation. The enormity of it all, the sheer scope of it, makes me tingle.
Hegemony.
Yes, and if the Russians and Chinese have a problem, there's the cogent response.
Planting the seed for an underground arms race.
Not practical. There's too much interdependence. It's too big.
A giant with clay feet, a beast with a soft belly. Have you forgotten the lesson of Goliath?
And have you forgotten the effect of fatherly tones? You may have been its genesis, but I spearheaded this plan, mustered the capital, forged the partnerships, considered all the options and outcomes. The continued Emaxon contract is not from dire need. Further chip mods are redundant. You are no longer here out of necessity.
Then why?
Because I smell the air from your chambers. I hear the mumbling through the walls. I play along as you tilted windmills and harbor strays. I see what you've become, and I pity you. I'm going downstairs to read my mail. In 24 hours, the building gets locked down. I'll bring up some things before then.
Some pellets, perhaps. A nice dish of water. Maybe a little friend to play with. Certainly you could spare one.
Do not test me, old friend. Those days are done.
Untrue, untrue. The wave will rise and collapse beneath us. Mirrored moons will bleed the past, and newborn suns shall cry the future. But for now, we still have it. We have one last time. And one last test.
That smell. What are you doing?
Like you. Praying.
The words make my thoughts clear. The incense does this for you.
Yes. Though I wish it could do more. Kneel with me. Pray together.
No, I would not feel right. Perhaps I would bow too far and be burned by the incense. My head would look like yours.
I understand. So I pray like you, and the scars move to my wrists.
I could make you regret aiding me, old man. There are things you do not know.
I know pain. You are a mirror for it, and something else buried in your eyes. When you found me, when I revealed my destination, when I looked at you, I knew you had seen it.
How? It was in the desert. I thought I saw things in my sickness.
You are here now.
And where is that?
With us.
You make no sense.
We see things. We know things. We are here. Together. It is beyond sense. It is fate.
Hail, hail. Sorry I was gone so long, researching laundry, but I come bearing tea. So, how's our girl?
The one you chose to liberate from Hell's bosom on a whim. The nameless one. No changes.
Her eyes move, but she does not speak. The marks on her arms. She's very sick.
What happens now? What do we do with her? What is your plan?
Easy, man. I'm still in overload. Haven't made sense of it all yet.
Maybe it is beyond sense.
And maybe the smell in here is to hide what you've been smoking. Either way, it's about priorities. And right now... I don't plan on seeing anyone else die. Could one of you take this stuff? I think I need to sit down here for a minute.
Did you learn anything from your research?
Yeah. That Palmer family conspiracies rival those of our commander and thief's bloodline. But net rants aren't proof. Even the conversation I recorded can't change anything. We could send it to every major paper and network in the country and it would just get buried. Palmer and Keene said the world changes in 2 days. December 21st, 12/21. Like the Prismatech payment that Sandra found. They're going to broadcast something horrible and scare people into submission. And it starts in the Middle East. I don't know what else to say.
My countrymen will be the first to fall. I must do something. The signal. It will come from that building, the one they will be protecting, yes. There must be a way inside. Raimi, please. I am willing to do anything. Make any sacrifice.
Well, if I had a box of dynamite and a chic utility vest, you'd be the first one I'd call. Jesus, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm on the verge of another breakdown. I'm going Nova, and I swear the only thing keeping me from flicking the off switch and jackknifing out the fucking window is this girl's face. Hey. Kamimura, her eyes are open again. Maybe she'll drink some tea.
I am preparing it now.
Good. Just let me breathe and get my head together, Oran. I'll go over some biocom history with you. Maybe you'll catch something I missed.
Doubtful. But history is always a good place to start.
Yes. History. It is ready.
Sweet. Tea time.
We must drink. This medicine is for all of us.
What? I do not need medicine.
Scared of some herbal tea, big man? He just wants to chill us all out. Create some good vibes. Ease her withdrawal, right? Pass it here. That's it. Take a big sip.
It is not too hot. Please, drink.
I will do it. But consider my debt to you repaid.
Wow. Saving your life equals a cup of tea? Someone has low self-worth. A little chunky. Weird smell. What's in it?
There's bad poison in her veins. She's drifting, lost. We will find her with a better poison.
Poison?
It's Leo!
Kamimura, what the fuck is going on?
The body must rest. The mind must be still. To heal, we must sink deep. We must go inside.
I should have known. The color was there, the sweet, musty smell. The way the pulpy chunks squeaked when I chewed them. And then the monk gave the password. Mushrooms. I should have known. They grow on roadsides in the Pacific Northwest, like suburbs. Little fungal communes. Oran might have killed him if I hadn't intervened. I explained the chemical compounds and their limited effects. I said that a man of his size and weight would likely be immune. I even joked how scholars have pegged ancient prophets as recreational drippers. He didn't like that last one. The old man just sat down at the foot of the bed and crossed his legs. He let us bluster, he humored us, and just before his eyes closed, he got this strange, faraway look of recognition. We don't even know her name. What did he see? Is the medicine working? Why do I even care? we are here. Now. Together. I look at my family of strangers. I see them, and for a moment I feel safe. I feel them, and for a moment I feel needed. I hear their breath, and for a moment the loneliness dies. For a moment, just a moment. And then I remember where I'm going. Not a roadside commune. No little mushroom brothers and sisters to keep the rain and wind and car exhaust at bay. No. Where I'm going, there's only room for one.
I have studied them. The old ways revealed themselves when I left the Order. A Buddhist needs only his mind. Shinto is of the earth. I will use both. I will remember. Breathe, focus, release. Be the root, sucking at the earth. Be the trunk, twisting up the spine. Be the branch, breathing in the sky. Be the sky. Done this before.
They watch me, teacher. They watch my frozen body as I burn inside you. You have pillaged my thoughts, taken my purpose, stolen my bliss. I am attached, but there is sweet balance. The prisoner of the mind is free to roam the grounds. I have found Nirvana in your hidden pain. Let me show you.
The sun is setting. It is time for goodbyes.
The temple will be a good life, Kemimura.
Your mother is right. You are a strong boy. You will do great things.
Your father knew this. Such joy for him to finally have a son. That is why you are leaving. To lead a life of discipline and devotion. Please go, with our blessings. You were not meant to see what war will bring.
I am not afraid.
That does not matter. The sun is setting. It is not meant for you.
This was not meant for you.
A mother clinging to her children.
Hitori. Hitori. Hitori.
You are strong, but the burden is great. You were not meant to bear it alone.
This is not medicine. A strangled tongue. A leaking throat. Seething. Festering. Sickness. Where is the comfort? The bright path of righteousness? Worn around the heart. Gleaming truth. Allah, release me. Break the bonds. Cleanse the flesh. Burn the doubt. Make me believe your words, that each soul is a hostage of its own deeds.
If you doubt what was revealed to the servant, produce words comparable to it. But if you fear, then guard yourselves against the fire whose fuel is men and stones. It is prepared for the unbelievers.
The stones are in our hands now.
We have joined the guard, Father. We are raising the guns in the north.
Their planes will fall like lifeless birds. A fair reward to those who kill, yet tell the world there is no war.
Hell is their reward, and the reward of those that follow them. When will all this be? Upon the day of judgment. But over his true servants, they shall have no power.
Lust for oil empowers them. The roads and fields are stinking craters. No food or medicine can reach us.
They bomb the water and waste buildings. The infants and aged gather flies in their mouths, swallowing their own filth, dying by the thousands.
No one dies unless Allah permits. The term of every life is fixed. He will surely reward the thankful.
But not in this world.
What is there to be thankful for here, Father? When will there be justice? When will the world learn the truth?
If anyone thinks that Allah will not give victory to his apostle, victory in both this world and in the world to come, let him tie a rope to the ceiling and hang himself. When the sky is rent asunder, when the stars scatter and the oceans roll together, when the graves are hurled about, each soul shall know what it has done and what it has failed to do.
Father.
Of its own deeds.
I am lying! There is no justice here! There is no truth in this!
He has created the heavens and the earth with truth. He can destroy you if he wills it. But he can also break your bonds and bring into being a new creation.
I am thinking of a phone. About 5 years ago, a friend from Catholic school called me, out of the blue. It was 4 a.m. He was in Montreal, 500 miles away. He had just dropped 10 grams. That's enough psilocybin to turn the Pope pagan. My friend needed me to call 911. He said his hair looked wrong. He'd shaved it all off, brows and pubes too. And he said his skin was starting to look like orange rind. That maybe he should peel it. Drugs scare me. They mess with the programming. There are two ways to look at it. If the brain is the hardware, then reality is the software it interprets. So a trip is like you tweaking the box, overclocking your CPU. I think that's narcissistic. I think that reality is the hardware. That the universe is the most complex and powerful processor imaginable. And that we're all just programs that run on it. Bargain bin sims. God's shareware. And psychedelic drugs? A dirty hack. A fast infector. A direct action virus. The system is compromised. Replicating. Reconfiguring. Corrupting keys. Altering values. A polymorphic variant. Tunneling the memory. On a truth-sector vector. With a master gate payload. A mushroom logic bomb.
It's time.
In a minute. Just one more level.
You're breaking her heart, young man. The last thing she has to spare is time. Turn it off right now and come in here.
You're not my mother.
No. But right now, you're not being much of a son. Turn it off.
Bitch.
He's coming, Mrs. Matthews. Don't just stand there, young man. We're losing the heat in the room.
Hey, Mom.
Please, honey. Come sit with me.
Do as she asks, Raymond.
My name is Raimi.
How's my darling boy?
Okay.
And the school? Have you made any new friends?
Sure.
I know this is hard for you, darling. Your father leaving only made things harder. But you can't let misfortune dampen your spirit. You can't blame yourself.
I don't.
I have a last wish. I want a moment. I want to capture it, give it to you. I want you to look up at the sky, stare into the heavenly kingdom, and know that I am there, watching over you.
I was outside your window last night. In the tree. Were you watching then? Did you see?
Oh, Ray.
I got so high. Came so close. I almost touched them. I almost touched the stars.
All things are seen from heaven. Every moment remembered. A man with these gifts, he could open the eyes of all that are blind. While we live, it seems as if we are adrift in darkness, uncharted dreams, lonely islands in an unforgiving sea. The soul is heavy here. A tired beacon, crippled by circumstance. Its true gifts forgotten in the harsh blur of life. But we can remember. There is a path, a holy key that unlocks our light. We are of the earth. Let us be like earth, calm and nourishing, firm and resilient, born of nature's yearning, and shaped by force of will. We long for the air. Let us be like air. A swirling wind, caressing empty faces with unseen hands and ghostly awareness. We harness the fire. Let us be like fire. The brightest of sparks that swells into flame, carving the darkness, fierce and relentless, fueled by the faith that it will not burn forever and does not need to. These gifts are forgotten, but we can remember when the soul has a home. The foundation comes first, the root of the structure. It is laid with focus and commitment, hardened with discipline, and secured by the manifestation of your will. The walls are constructed, raised to weather great storms. Your understanding gives them solidity. Your experience provides texture. It is all that you see. The interpretation of existence through your awareness. The roof is built last, a shield from hostile skies, bearing life's winter burdens and giving shade to sun-bleached spirits. There are many ways to build it, for its strength lies in the sureness of your faith. This is where the soul will live. This is your home. And when you build it, something shines on the horizon. It is drawn here. It is pulled towards you, bridging the great divide, crossing the dark ocean of fearsome tides that ebb and flow between us, smothering the light. But when you house your soul on the shores of heaven, when it is made of will and awareness it will come to you. Love will come to you. And love will stay. God? Is that you? No. It is you. It is all of us. My name is Shandala Nisino, from the tribe of Lomalagi. I want to go home.
Peekaboo. I see you.
Did you find something, Raimi? A way home?
I'm sorry, Shandala, but I can't even find your home. There are literally hundreds of islands in the Fijian chain, most of them nameless.
Maps and machines share their maker's flaw. The deeming of significance. They all have names.
Point taken. But don't be so quick to dismiss technology. You couldn't be photogenic without it. And the camera has the cruelest of eyes.
What are you doing? Making pictures?
Lightening the mood. Something for a rainy day.
The rain is coming. And here you sit, with toy umbrellas.
Nice metaphor, Sunshine. But I'll take my jollies where I can get them.
And you? Do you want a picture?
They must still be poisoned.
With this little gadget, Kamimura, I can take my own picture without even moving. Not too shabby considering the hangover. But this lens deserves a better subject. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Pacific supermodel, Shandala. Shandala? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to raise spirits.
I know what you are doing. I can feel it. But you have no reason to try.
After everything you've told us, how far you've come and what you've been through, it just seems right.
They should be so fortunate. So many trapped in this place, alone, afraid.
You can't help everyone. But we were in the right place at the right time. To help you.
But why? Why should chance favor me?
I don't believe in chance anymore. Shandala, have you thought about what we told you?
Yes. Yet to know that we have all shared the awful vision and tasted death from distant corners, and that so many lives may be tainted by one man's madness. It is beyond me.
I know it's a lot to take in, and I don't have all the answers. But you're the final piece, the last node on the project map, and it just can't be a coincidence. I understand if this upsets you.
Do you? Do you understand abandoning your childhood home? Or causing the death of a brother? Or learning that a man who can poison and murder and profit from suffering, that such a man could be your father? Do you really understand? I didn't think so. But thank you all for trying.
Raising spirits. I can see you. A beautiful face, it makes me remember.
You are very sweet, Kamimura.
And a quick study, considering he called it a glowing book just yesterday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now put it down.
One more.
Put it down, old man. Or I will close it on your hands.
I was raising spirits.
And that's doing something, Kamimura. It'd be nice if everyone felt the same.
You are wrong, Raimi. He is desperate to do something. It burns in him.
What are you?
You wish for someone to fight, for someone to hurt, for someone to share your pain.
It is true.
Quiet, Cammy.
But there is another wish beneath the face that you wear. A wish for peace and belonging and forgiveness. I understand, Oren.
No.
You are a gentleman. Can you feel it?
Great timing. Probably the front desk. Maybe we can order up some food. Hello? Hello?
Please. Don't.
Hello? Weird.
I need to go. I will get food from downstairs. What do you want?
Just water, please.
Toast, but no eggs. I do not want eggs.
Cereal, fruit, whatever, man. Just be careful, okay?
Do not patronize me. I have come this far intact.
And not a step farther.
Do you see what I see, Lieutenant?
Christmas came early, Lieutenant.
No. Not like this.
A corpse that talks.
Will the wonders never cease?
Oh, God.
Why?
We're unarmed!
Well, the cat came back the very next day. Even with traces from the blast site. They said you were a vapor.
Not yet. Maybe a thorn in your paw.
He's dying.
Please, we surrender. Just get him a doctor. And let these two go. They don't know anything.
Another talking corpse. Muzzle him, Lieutenant.
Can do. Keep your mouth shut, faggot! Not a fucking peep!
You know these men?
Old friends.
Yeah, trying to off yourself in the desert. Only to snuff it here. Full circle. Make him kiss floorboard, Lieutenant.
You heard the man! Face down! Eat the fucking carpet!
Okay. Okay.
Already down.
Please, may I help you?
Too late for that sushi roll. Way too late. Get the fuck on the ground. Why is she still standing?
Brain damage. Or at least it will be.
Please. Don't hurt her.
Why is this happening?
Chip.
Bullseye, asshole. We got retina scans confirming you weren't Saudi intel when we reached stateside.
The General wanted to toss you in a black hole, but the Valhalla team overruled, made you a lab rat instead. The EMAG should have wasted you with the geek as a bonus, but our host got a surprise blip this morning. Looks like you haven't joined your cocksucking comrade after all.
Son.
We fixed that snafu. I'm primed for an encore. Charles, start with a bitch. Make it look criminal.
I'll be thorough, Brav. Make it look so real.
It is real.
Shandala.
It burns.
So cold.
What the hell? Lieutenant!
Fucking Twitch! Can't breathe! Losing it!
It burns inside.
Holy fuck! It's the girl!
It grows.
Shoot her! You can't! What is happening?
Shandala!
Can you feel it?
Help me, please! I am! It's in my head!
Can you feel it?
Shandala? Shandala?
God.
It grows.
I saw inside them. They have taken lives, as you have. They would take another, as you will.
Forgive me.
But there is a difference. You are awake.
The soldiers. For the love of God.
God is here. And through her hands brings a miracle.
But through her eyes.
They were bad. This place is bad. I will leave as I came. You will take me. Now.
Or stop.
Guide me. Please.
What is she looking for?
The way home.
She wants to leave as she came. By the sea.
How can we help?
Are we going with her?
I don't know. Shandala?
I had dreams of a different world. Free to cross the horizon, to flee my beautiful prison. I would greet the gods of a new dawn. And I would finally know.
Know what?
The truth.
Hey, listen to me. Ever since my dad left and my mom passed on, I've been lost. I know this now. That's years of pointless drifting, anchored only to paychecks and vices, and my hatred of life.
Hatred.
When there's no connection, when there's no sense of purpose, what else is there to feel? But in the last month, with my brain getting fried and the sky crashing down, and the faces from my dreams being real, in that sliver of time, it all changed.
Why?
Because my parents, my job, my things, my failures, they couldn't define me anymore. They just didn't matter. What I do now is real. Who I touch now is real. You have all opened my eyes, Shandala. Help me to find my truth. Maybe if you let us, we can help you find yours.
Oh, Remy. I am so frightened.
I know. We all are.
Hold her tight, friend. Miracles are fleeting.
Like the memory of a face fading into the past, we must remind ourselves.
so very cold. I left the warmth of my home. I fled those who raised me, who loved me, to find a family that I never knew. It was wrong. Not only for what I have lost, but for what I have become.
The cold is from the snow, Shandala, nothing more. As for what you've become, I may not be able to explain what I've seen today, but you talk like you're a monster. Monsters aren't kind. They can't forgive, they don't suffer endless trials and then open their hearts to the pain of others. And monsters don't heal you. Not the real wounds, or the ones inside. Palmer is a monster. I know this like I know that the sky is blue, the grass is green, and your hair is whiter than snow. That's why it can't be your truth, Shandala. That's why this powerful man from the West can't possibly be your father. He's a monster, and you're a miracle.
What are you thinking?
That I have never touched snow before. I thought it would be colder.
Will you come with me? All of you.
We have to find a boat first, but the thought of sailing away, of leaving the world to fend for itself, and of never hearing a damn phone ring again, it's like a beautiful dream.
It is real. You will all be welcomed. Papa will have such joy in his heart, for I will have kept my promise. I can see it. We are standing in the rolling surf, releasing our heaviest burdens, watching them vanish like mist.
Setting stones and shells and sand on a sunlit path through tomorrow.
And as we feast on endless laughter, we will starve the tears of yesterday by banishing the ghosts of the past.
Shandala?
Lord of my life. It cannot be.
Dear God, you're alive. You're alive.